Hi everyone! Today, as the title suggests, I'm just going to talk to you a little bit about how I go about maintaining my silly hairdo. I often get asked things like, what hair dye do I use? So I'll answer that question as well and give you my secrets for maintaining this hairdo and having your hair not be terribly unhealthy as a result. Fact is, I've been doing this to my hair for 6 years or something every single day, and that is a lot of backcombing. Some people are just in disbelief that after all that backcombing every day for so many years that it hasn't started falling out yet. It doesn't. It's not in particularly good condition, it's not terribly healthy. It's always been kind of dry, though. I've always had quite dry hair, which I guess is one of the reasons maybe it teases up so easily. Well, when I've teased other people's hair up, and if they've got really silky, healthy hair, it tends to not want to stay up, but just sort of go back into its natural state. Bleached hair or dry hair tends to go up a little bit better. The fact is, considering how mean I am to it, it stays in quite good condition and it doesn't fall out, and it's just as thick as ever after years of backcombing every single day. I guess there are sort of two key things I do that I think personally is the reason that my hair is still doing so well. First of all, I'll answer the burning question of the dye that I use. This is the dye I usually buy, the Schwarzkopf Brilliance, just in plain black, shade 90 or whatever. I'm not really particularly fussy when it comes to dye, as long as it's a brand that I trust, ideally one I've used before, one that I'm familiar with, and that it's not too expensive. I quite like those foam dyes or mousse dyes, but often the colour won't be quite as vibrant. This one is definitely my favourite. If I can get this one, it's the one I go for. So yeah, Schwarzkopf Brilliant, just black. Some people find, Mr. L for example, generally uses blue black. A lot of people find that blue black looks blacker, if that makes sense. I just go for natural black. Some people's hair takes to dye better than others. Some people have written to me and said dye doesn't stick to my hair, what do you think I should do? Honestly, I don't really know. I can't answer those sorts of questions, unfortunately. I'm not a hairdresser. I mean, I've got some friends who are, and they know everything. There's a lot to it, I guess, and it's not really something I know that much about, unfortunately. Some people dye will stay really well in their hair. Some people it'll disappear really quickly, or it just won't stick at all, or different colours will react differently. But because my hair is naturally red and it grows back with these really, I will generally dye my hair when the roots are about that long. So maybe an inch and a half long or something perhaps. Just to the point where I can no longer tolerate it, or I can no longer hide it with this, which is one of my products that I absolutely cannot live without. This is a brand new one, as you can see it's still in its packaging. This is a colour touch-up stick. I'll open it for you now. This is a different brand to the one that I was previously using. The one I had before was called Tween Time. Stick by the brand Rue, R-O-U-X, Rue. This one's a hair colour stick from 1000 Hour. They make eyelash dyes and stuff as well. But what it is basically this little fat black crayon thing. If you've got roots showing, you just wet the stick and can draw them back in, and that will, it's a quick fix if you need to look nice for going out. It's really good, and one of these, the last one I had lasted nearly 2 years. Can't live without my Tween Time stick, or in this case, hair colour touch-up stick. They come in all sorts of different colours as well, so not just black. As for the actual health of my hair, you can imagine that disassembling this takes quite a lot of effort. I will one day show you how it's done. I was going to yesterday. I dyed my hair yesterday. As you can probably see, I've probably got blobs of hair dye on my forehead. Yeah, so I was going to show you the process of disassembling it, taking it down and making it go from nightmare state to straight and silky. But I decided that I just looked too shit. I have to somewhere draw a line as to how shit I'm prepared to look on the internet. Yeah, I gotta put that line somewhere, and that's probably when I'm at my absolute ugliest. It does tend to get really knotty. You can probably imagine I get knots as big as my fist, and usually more than one. I'm a total pro at getting them out though. I've had plenty of practice. If there are some things that I do that certainly help the detanking process and restoring my hair from a total nightmare into loveliness again. So you might have seen me talk about this product before. This is Garnier Fructis Clean and Fresh Silky Secret. This is a leave-in detangling spray. So when I'm going to take my hair down, I'll spray some of this in and leave it there. And I do actually find it quite beneficial. It's a really nice product, I like it, and it smells good too. So it's quite good for helping to get the knots out. But during the days that I do have my hair up, and yes, I say days because I don't take it down at the end of every day and put it back up. I don't. Fuck that. That is way too much effort. And that would probably do more damage, honestly, attacking it that much. So generally I will leave it up I will leave it in for a few days and give it like a bit of a zhuzh or whatever in the mornings. But to keep it feeling fresh and clean every day, there's a couple of things I like to use. This is a new product, it's called Tresemme Fresh Start. It says it's got like an odor neutralizing formula in it. Anyway, it smells like grapefruit, so it's precisely that. It's a fresh start, makes your hair feel all clean and smelling lovely. Also, most of you are probably familiar with this Batiste, if that's how you pronounce it, I don't really know, dry shampoo. This one's cherry scented. I don't think the smell really matters, just like, you know, everyone has their preferences. I like cherry scented things and cherry flavoured things. So a bit of like dry shampoo, but I don't actually use it that often. If it's coming up to like a day that I'm about to wash my hair, I will use that because sometimes dry shampoo, it says that it gives you extra texture, but what it actually gives you is like white powder in your hair. So don't want to be using too much of that really. It does really freshen your hair up, make it smell nice and feel good. As for the actual health of my hair, the real trick's to restoring it to a state of loveliness despite how much it gets tortured on a daily basis. One of the main things, like I said, there are two main things, and one of them is definitely, obviously, very important, is conditioning. This is my current favourite conditioner, a L'Oreal Elvive Fibrology. It's designed for thin hair to kind of make it thicker. Not that I really need to make it any thicker, but why not? When I wash my hair, sometimes I'll shampoo it twice to get all the product out. Sometimes I'll condition it twice as well. Lather, rinse and repeat. Always repeat. But yeah, conditioning is very important, so I make sure I've got a good conditioner and I put in lots of it and I leave it in there for quite a long time before washing it out. I use this every single day as well. As you can see, this one's nearly gone, and very sadly, and I've been missing the lid for some reason, but it's okay, we know what lids look like. This is Schwarzkopf as well. Extra Care Hair Repair Leave-In Conditioner. This just sprays in, so it's a leave-in conditioner, and it just helps keep hair conditioned and soft on days that it's not being washed. And what I really think, honestly, is like the main reason my hair stays in such good condition is infrequent washing. I know, maybe you think that's a bit gross. Some people think it's a good idea to wash your hair every single day. It's not really. Hair does kind of look after itself in a way. Everybody knows that like after a couple of days you start getting all your natural oils coming into your hair. Some people are grossed out by that oil, but in actuality it's very good for your hair. Your hair needs oil in order to stop from going brittle and to stay healthy and nice. I probably only wash my hair once every maybe 8 to 10 days, and honestly, if it weren't for all the product in my hair, I'd probably do it less frequently. Like once I do wash it, it's super soft, it's really nice because it's had all the natural oil in it, just looking after itself, keeping it nice. As I'm positive that if I washed my hair every day or every couple of days, it would not be as good as it is now, or as thick as it is now. I feel like probably a lot of it would have fallen out. Like I've met plenty of people who have done this sort of thing to their hair for over a long term, and a lot of it's missing now. So I think that not washing it very often is a major key thing to keeping hair healthy. Proper conditioning. And because I'm a big believer in oils, like, I mean, I rub olive oil into my skin and I eat olive oil and stuff, and I use bio oil. I like oil. Oil is very good for you. So I also use like argan oil in my hair. As you can see, this is almost gone as well. I will have to get some more. And this is Garnier Fructis Sleek and Shine Anti-Frizz Serum. This gives the kind of instant effect. Once it goes on frizzy hair, it just turns it, well, sleek and shiny really, as it says on the bottle. It gets rid of all the frizziness, it smooths it down, and it makes it nice and healthy. Most often I guess I put it in like I don't know, argan oil has really become sort of item I can't really live without as far as hair, and it really, really makes an enormous difference to how healthy it looks, feels, and is. There we go. As you can imagine, a hairstyle like this is fairly difficult to maintain. Yeah, basically that's everything that I do that I can think of. Keep it always looking the same, year in, year out. I'm getting kind of predictable. Right, well, I hope you found this helpful. Thank you very much for watching. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel. I put out at least 2 videos every week. Stay spooky, all of you. Take care of yourselves. Be nice to each other. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye-bye.